On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, that's a sight that we've been used to seeing throughout his career. A catch and a first down for Le'Veon Bell. For a number of years, he was the gold standard in the NFL for running backs catching passes out of the backfield. He had 66 catches last year, which sounds like a down number because his high water mark was 85 in 2017. When he's full go, he's a handful for any defense.
Brings up second.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Lindsay. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jonathan Allen on the
bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Packers.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, Rodgers looking deep for it. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
31's the mic. Watch the flag. 31's the mic. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 31.
He'll drop to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't.
It got his man complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up
from the 22, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Third and long, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go play action here on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Here's second and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
That's the end.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rolling to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll go down at the 28.
Sweat brought him down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's letting it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
39-yard line.
39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
31's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 31's the mic. Who that? Who that?
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but they just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st down, Packers.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score, Packers 31, Texans 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flush to his right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 31's the mic. Check smash. 19-18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
31's the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
31's the mic. Here I come.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Check 52. Check. We want this. 30. Tackles.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his target, Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Hey, smash. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch the eye. Hey, smash, Bronco.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
4 down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
They even let you play. 31's the mic. Here we go. Hit the street. Hit the street. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shift. Dragon 60. No street.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Switch. 70 Ranger. 31's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better. Check smash. 31's the mic. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to